everyone, dear FFXVI, bringing to you another episode on Final Fantasy XVI. Where we last left off, we nearly enough said our moral goodbyes to basically the Hideaway, Sid and everyone else there, in order to find answers of what went on in Rosaria as such. But as we nearly enough made our way to nearly enough Martha's Rest up here, we discovered basically an awful fate of what will happen to that of the bearer. That if they get worked to the bone too much.
The blait, it's spread even further south, pushing yet more monsters down with it. I dare say we'll be seeing a few along the way.
Then we shall have to keep our wits about us.
Yes. That basically enough if we work a bearer too hard to the bone, I'll just got a trophy, you can pet the dog. Bearers basically turn to nothing more than just stone. Which is pretty much a fate, I'd say worse than death itself, being dead honest. But yeah, about that many out the way, let's make our way up to the next area as such. But, not about taking care of some mobs. Hopefully this won't be an easy, well, hopefully it won't be a hard fight, but judging by this, it's pretty easy. There we go, there. And making our way here, we've also got another side quest, which we will be doing. So let's talk to this guy.
Over here.
Yes.
Excuse me. I'll use that blade of yours. Ugh, curse my luck. I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash. Wait. That's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You and the Marthas, are you? Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you then. Not while there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Laid out bait, think we might swoop in and slaughter the lot. But we didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
We'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey. We'd made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of them, will you?
Will do. And the
Nice.
gold is pretty worth it.
I suppose those wolves pose a threat to everyone.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder, finishing off our bait. When you sing to every last one of them, go and speak to my friend over the bridge. Bryce, his name is. He'll want to know if it's safe to come across. All right, off you go then.
Okay. Beasts against beasts. Okay, let's see. Oh, there they are. Seems pretty easy enough. Hello, Mr. Wolf, sir. I'm here to kill you. Okay, let me get one of these. One of these. Uppercut him. And there we go.
How to find this Bryce and let him know the road's safe.
Aw. I think this is the only time you can have fast travel anywhere. Darn. You, Bryce?
Wonder how long that bait will last.
You, Bryce?
What's it to you, bearer?
Your friend asked me to get rid of the wolves. So I got rid of the wolves.
You'd have me believe a single bearer slew the entire pack. Then again, if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this side of the bridge. Bugger me, you're a tough one, aren't you?
Indeed I am.
Oh, Frederick! You wily bastard. I never thought to pit beast against beast like that. You served us well, bearer. Be sure to pass our thanks to your master.
I mean, she's right there. And there we go. Quest complete. We get a shit ton of money, which I really don't need. And just some random items to go with it. And here we are.
Look, the windmills. That must be Eastpool.
Well, indeed. I'm gonna go there. Item. Get up. Gives us sweet for call. Ah, but I wanted to point out this.
Lord Murdoch when I was young. This area seemed a very different place back then.
Yeah, I want to come here. If you look at this scarecrow, this is a nod to Vi from Final Fantasy IX. If you basically don't know who Vi is, I'd recommend looking him up. Final Fantasy IX, Vi. This is basically a reference to him, with the scarecrow and that. And pretty much all the scarecrows just basically look like him. Ugh. And here we go. Into Eastpool we are. Pretty nice place, not gonna lie.
Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
Just like you remember.
You're Clive Rossfield.
Do we know each other?
It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all.
I'm branded.
Oh, Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
You do realize, like, I'm branded, so it would be weird.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
Sure.
We should be delighted.
Yeah, we got some catching up to do and everything.
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes, but oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
I think she knows.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and...
And now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah.
This is awkward, I can easily tell. Yep, drink your tea or whatever.
Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
Oh, she remarried.
Yes. Of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to...
Don't worry, she was a bitch.
Please. There is nothing to forgive.
Yeah, she's a bitch. She never loved me.
Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Clive.
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist.
Yeah, she doesn't want to tell that he was the one that killed him.
Talk later.
This is actually someone you did kill. You think like you killed just Rodney? Nah, but you killed Rodney. He's fucking dead. Poof, bit of ash, everything.
Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
Years of killing. 13 years without the faintest glimmer of hope. It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others, then why the hell am I still breathing?
I mean, you got Jill. You got
I
Toggle.
ask myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died. There were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime. That day in Dalmekia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember that night on the balcony? When we looked up at the moon?
Yeah, I think that was episode 2.
I said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered. You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us.
I think we're going way too much into this at the moment. I do see you two as like a good couple. Like I do seize it. I do seize it. I hopes it happens.
We should get some rest.
Right.
Yep. Awkward sleep now.
Good night, Clive. Sleep well.
You too, Jill. Toggle.
Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Oh.
Perhaps now people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Damn,
Before
Clive, you looking
Elwyn
dapper.
became Archduke, our families would often summer together. He and Rodney were like brothers. These clothes have been in a wardrobe for years, collecting cobwebs along with everything else.
Well, I'm very grateful for them. And sorry for depriving you of your memories.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
They suit you well. Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Yes, thank you. You've been most kind.
No, I should thank you. It may only have been for a short while, but seeing you again took me back to happier times. Fare you well, my lord and lady.
No
you,
problem, man.
Lady Hannah.
And now we've got some pretty sharpened threads. I'll ignore that. Basically, I can change my appearance if I wanted to.
It should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
So, on my set here, we have now some new weapons. New weapons. Oh. New armor. Just new everything, honestly. Just everything new. Which is going to probably be changed sooner or later. Okay, everyone ready? Let's go. So now let's make our way now to the Phoenix Gate. Oh, a trader here if you want to talk to him. He doesn't, like I said, traders here don't have much. Like I say, they'll only have is an amulet and basically a music disc that you can play if you want to.
See you then.
So yeah, there's that. Okay, back to the adventure at hand then.
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clive Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Yes.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned. And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers.
I owned slaves? What the fuck?
Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers, who once served her noble families. When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13 years back, many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never returned.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't an option. So they've been here ever since.
And now you want to give them to me?
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father. And they'd be better off serving you than hiding here. Indeed, many of them used to serve your house, and still considered the Rosfields their masters.
Oh, damn.
No one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions. Been daydreaming for too long. But still, I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service, only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives, and that he's as fine a man as his father ever was.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
And there we go, got a quest. Back in the day. Payment is 1,500, god damn.
As fine a man as my Fawn.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on.
Yeah, I look
Let's go and
good.
meet that bearer.
Indeed. Should be by the well as such.
Surely Zarvis will see us through.
Hello. We're here to see the bearer dude that apparently
not
serves
here.
us.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It would be cruel to disappoint him again.
All right.
You could
let's
just say you
ask
saw
around.
him and that's it.
Someone must have seen him.
Oh. Excuse me, have you seen a bearer dude?
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travellers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street. And never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the evictions, the levies going up and up and up, even as the blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me, telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. And I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either, though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
We'll keep asking around then. Thank you.
Okay. Let's talk to this Yankee. Excuse me, sir, do you know where the bearer dude is?
Good day, milady. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is. But better there than here, I suppose.
Is he suffering
Can't
from like
imagine the
dementia or
Vice
something?
Fiend stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere. Doubt he has the path to stray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Hey, hold on a mo. Young Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak. He'll be in the stables. You should go and have a word with them.
Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Thank you. We will.
Sounds like a good name. Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Don't know, otherwise it's kind of odd on how he would help us.
Making you do all this in my stead.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
Okay. And he's not really that far ahead of us anyway, so he's right there with the darling chocobos. Wait, where are the chocobos? Right, where are the chocobos and where the hell's the odd guy?
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears. He's not in his usual spot by the well, nor anywhere else in the village.
Would that be the guy that we're looking for?
I am, but
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
that's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself.
Yeah, you see, we used to be there, you know? Don't know if you'll believe us.
Ah, so that's how it is. Well then,
If you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him. He's been losing what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him, and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's not a lot I can do.
So what, is he actually suffering from dementia, or does he actually know
Understood.
something?
You keep searching here. We'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your debt.
Nah, biggie.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's just concentrate on finding him.
Indeed. So, we're gonna need enough to make our way over here, is this, which is kind of odd. Now we're going into the
Still
wheat
no
field.
sign. Could he have strayed even further?
And again, who basically leaves an elderly man out of their sight like this? Like, how did he manage to go this far, though, without even being, detected? I guess, fair play to him if he did this all undetected, though. God damn. Anyway, let me switch to Garuda real quick. Oh, there he is! You the guy?
There's someone over there.
You the odd geezer?
Maybe him. We should hurry.
Company.
Oh, fuck, flyers.
To the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
Ugh. Okay, let's take care of you. Okay, take care of you. There's one, and there we go. Oh, company. Okay. Win. Okay. And now you. Cut. And
You're finished.
there we go, under. Oi, Zoe. Get some gold and some useless materials. Excuse me, sir. We're here to take you back. And also, I'm Clive Rosefield. I'm the firstborn of the Rosler family.
Right, my friend. Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Just play along, man. Be honest.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle, then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition. One which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
Man, what a G.
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course.
A
But it's
Final
better than
Fantasy.
The truth of the matter. A damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between them.
soon enough.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time.
Anytime,
regarding the
dude.
future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah. After all she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well, my lord, my lady.
You
I
mean
wish
back
you a
soon?
safe journey.
I think there was a typo there. And there we go, quest complete. Get some XP, AP, some gold, which again we don't need it, and just some useless items. Even though we can't basically skip those quests, but hey, we did what we did. And now that that's out the way, we can finally get on with the adventure at hand. Here we are, the Dimmed.
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
Yeah, and there's also another part of the mercy too, and that is you can use your weapon as such, but you can't use any of your magic.
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the lad's life force, and problems are all that's left.
I know, sad thing.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful.
And there we are back in greener lands now, which is nice, I suppose.
There it is. Phoenix Gate.
The place that you trashed.
Where it all went wrong.
It's not your fault, Clive. It's Mama Kate's fault. She didn't pay child support and never loved you. She paid child support for one of yours. One of the other one, you know, put in a foster care home.
It's time to discover the truth.
Or pretty much just dead. And here we are. Phoenix Gate. And 3 waypoints open as well. The Phoenix Gate ruins, which we will encounter in the next episode. And I'm sorry to leave it out on a cliffhanger like this. So, I'm going to leave things off here. If, however, though you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't, then don't. I'll give rat's ass. However, though, if you are interested in joining the Rat Kingdom in any way, shape, or form, a link to our Discord server is in the description below. But for question of the day, I gotta say, probably enough. What would you do if you were in a scenario like the people are like in Eastpool, where the blight is basically coming in? Would you basically enough leave the area, or would you probably live in whatever blighted and filled area it has? So let me know your thoughts in the comments below on that. But yeah, as I said, hope you enjoyed, and as always, peace. DX is out.